Hello gents, thought I'd do another quick shave video for you guys. Basically today I'll be using my Haslinger Honey. It's just been blooming, you can probably see it there. I've used quite a bit of this, I really do enjoy using this soap. I've also had blooming my Shavemac 2-band 400 style or 400 rubber set style silver tip. This is of unique density. What that means is basically, if I show you two examples, this is a DO1 as a fan, this is a 2-band silver tip as a fan. The relative density, as you can see on the left, has a lot more hairs than the one on the right per given area. So the unique density brush obviously is somewhat in between. It was meant to imitate something similar to the V-Long or Epsilon 2-band silver tip. Right, so apart from my soap and my brush, my razor today is going to be the Timeless OC, the original version. I don't have too much stubble and I've just come out of the shower. I'm just looking to really neaten up and get ready for this evening. So, without further ado, I'm going to lather up my soap. This is a wonderful brush, very ergonomic, great to hold. The 2-band as a fan with a unique knot provides you with a good amount of backbone, more than of a standard 2-band silver tip, but it doesn't have any of that initial scritch or scratch or the very solid harsh backbone that you get when you first use the DO1 2-bands. Usually after about 30, 40, 50 uses with the DO1 2-band, that bore-like nature kind of dissipates or mellows out to become more like a 2-band brush with, again, a bit more backbone and quicker loading time. So as you can imagine, with the unique, it doesn't take long due to the density to load up from the puck, obviously depending on what soap you're using. As you can see, it's already loaded up a ton of soap from the puck. There's quite a bit left there, and that's only in a matter of seconds. So I'm just going to load up a little bit more, don't need too much. I'm going to collect the rest of this soap, and that's absolutely loaded to the brim. Next one I'm going to do is I'm just going to wet my face, and then I'll commence with the face lather. Sitting down today, adapted my shaving station. Hopefully this will work well. Start off by just painting that lather on. With the unique brush, you really don't need to swirl it around too much. Painting it will just really thicken the lather on the face, as you can see. Pretty much got a beard of lather immediately. The Haslinger Honey differs in that, I was trying to speak with all the lather on my face. It differs in that it's not an overly sweet scented soap. It does remind me more of natural honeycomb, and the lather it produces is phenomenal. It's so thick, perhaps not the slickest lather, but by far one of the thickest lathers, and slickness isn't an issue, to be honest with you. Okay, so just a little face lather. You can probably see it come closer. That's exceptionally thick lather, and the Timeless OC being a relatively mild razor, I'd say probably about a 6.5 at most on the Progress, should deal with this fine. So I'm going to just clear the runways, sideburns, and get to it. Great audio feedback, no stress with the Timeless. You can almost abuse that careful nature and just literally take it round your face at ease. My first pass is always north to south with the grain. The angle I use is quite a steep angle. And you can see it does leave a little bit of leather behind because of the OC plate, so if you want to go over an area, buff an area, it is very useful for that too. On the neck, on the chin, no issues. It really is as simple and as pleasurable to use as that. So that's my first pass done. Just going to wash up and re-lather for my second. Okay. It has taken off a fair amount of stubble already. Maybe not the most efficient with regards to a first pass, but the overall result is always very good. No irritation, no nicks, a very close shave. Second pass, this is going to be across the grain and on the neck against the grain. This brush holds a ton of leather. If this is a gel tip feel to me, in all honesty. All I feel is the soap being placed on the face, the tips. You don't feel individual tips, they clump beautifully, and it's almost like having a very soft sponge placing the leather on your face. However, the backbone is spot on. It doesn't just splay or flop unnecessarily. So that's my face lathered now for my second pass. As you can see, the soap is an excellent performer. I could keep going and I could get a thicker lather, but in all honesty, this is more than enough. I have definitely overloaded this brush. Right, second pass. Across the grain. Just clear the sideburns again. Thank you for your comments regarding my first video. It was slightly overwhelming to see the response I got from it. I hope this video is as good. Across the grain. I really do enjoy the audio feedback of this razor, and the handle that I'm using is a stock handle, which I think has excellent grip, and it's just about the right length and width or diameter for me. Across the grain on the topper part and against the grain on my neck, south to north. Just hear that razor cutting through the hairs. With any other razor, I would probably be a lot more careful as to the cutting angle, the pressure. I am using very little pressure. I know my face is tender in certain areas where I shave, so I use less pressure there. For example, where I'm shaving now, just under the chin, I use very little to no pressure. In others, on the cheeks, I can use a little bit more. So that's my second pass done. Again, I'm just going to wash off. I'm using a damp towel here, just to get rid of that honey. And that's it. Simple as that. 2-pass shave, no nicks, no irritation, completed within 10 minutes. The shave itself less than probably 6 minutes. Brilliant razor, brilliant soap, brilliant brush. I'm just going to show you now just how much I have overloaded the brush. If I squeeze out the leather, there's a ton of leather there, you can see. Yeah, so that's probably enough for another 2 shaves of 2 passes, so four more passes with this leather. Look at that, great leather, great slickness and cushion. The cushion is phenomenal. Yeah, brilliant. Just wash my hands off. I've got lather flying around everywhere here. Don't tell the wife. Okay. Now, in terms of pairing, okay, still got lather flying around everywhere. In terms of pairing the Haslinger honey to, say, an aftershave, an EDT, EDP, whatnot, I like to use something slightly sweet, but because I want my aftershave not to be overly sweet, I use it with a hint of bitterness. I like to use Floyd. This is the Floyd Black, so it has that slightly sweeter tone to it, but it also has a cutting bitterness. So I'm going to add some of that as my aftershave. Usually I get a fair amount of stink from this. It's quite alcoholic, but I've got little to no sting from this aftershave. So it shows you the quality of the setup and apparatus that we're using today. Skin feels great. Beautiful. So after applying the Floyd, just let it dry for a few seconds. I will match that up with some Tom Ford Black Orchid. It's becoming one of my favourite. Again, it's slightly sweet. On opening, but then it does have that lovely smoky, almost like a noir presence to it. And that's it. If I want to top up later on, I might layer this with some Velvet Orchid just to add to that sweetness, the top notes, but the base notes with Tom Ford, as you know, will last an age. So that's my shaving video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed my shave and hope to speak with you guys again. Thank you very much. Bye.